In Chapter 10, there are 14 treasures, 4 journal entries, 2 journal notes, and 2 optional conversations.
Wait here, I'll go take a look.
The first treasure is right as soon as you start the chapter. After you move past the first rock cairn, you'll come across this little building, and Sullivan will point it out. You can hop out of your car, climb up this ledge here, up to the second floor, and you'll find yourself your first treasure.
Yeah, sure, but I prefer talking to clients face to face. Get a good.
Your first journal note comes right after that. You'll enter the next section. You'll recognize it by those short umbrella-like trees over top of this nice waterway. And if you just follow the water upriver on the left side of the map, you'll come across a waterfall that you can drive through. But you can only drive through it on the right, as evidenced by me trying to drive through it on the left. Second try's the charm.
Would you look at that? A secret cave behind a waterfall.
Once you're in here, there's actually 2 collectibles. There will be a journal note and a treasure. Just gotta pull down this crate. It'll let you grab it by hand. You can maneuver it in the position you need it.
Again, of course. And in the process of negotiating the bribe, we
And right up on top here on the left, you'll find the first journal note just sitting on a table.
We can preempt any trouble we might get.
And once you put that note away, just turn to your right, and you'll find a treasure sitting on top of that barrel.
Let's go check out that
You can progress through most of the there's a couple like we call it traversal parts with the Jeep, and you'll eventually come to this area where there's a mud slope that you're not able to drive up. You'll need to use your winch for. Before you use your winch, take the stairs on the left, and you'll find your first journal entry. It's the sigil on the ground.
Operated out of Madagascar around Avery's time. So maybe Avery recruits pirate captains to what, be his lookouts?
From the sigil, you're gonna turn to your left and climb up the walls.
Each captain was responsible for a tower, along with providing the men farm.
And right above the sigil is the third treasure.
This isn't our final stop on our tour.
Treasure number 4 is after you've winched your way up that hill, you'll fall down a little ledge, and if you just head straight and a bit to the right, you'll come across this dark mud path. You'll know you're going the right way when you see this rock cairn.
Another cairn. Rock pile. Sorry, Sam.
I was also doing rock cairn collectibles at the time. And then just past the cairn, you'll find this little ruin. And on this crate is your 4th treasure. Following the dark path in the mud, you'll come to this area where you're supposed to make a U-turn to head through the hill behind you. But if you keep going straight forward here, past that pond on your right,
check out that cave there.
you'll find this little cave behind this rock ledge. And on the left will be your 5th treasure.
Something nice.
After you've cleared out this first zone, it has a bunch of enemies. It'll be hard to miss. You can run forward, blow open this door. You can also shoot the dynamite on the door if you want to. I noticed that while I was dying repeatedly.
Look, another sigil.
And you'll find your 2nd journal entry on this sigil on the ground.
Well, look, they're searching every inch of
Entering the next area, this is like the biggest open area.
Yeah.
We're going to start with some treasure on your left. I'll keep restarting anything I get in this area from where you enter, or from a treasure or collectible we've previously gotten. So the first one here is on your left after entering the zone. You'll come to like a battlement here. You'll have to use your truck to get up high. You'll have to have some ammo to blow that up. And you can drop into this little room, grab yourself a flintlock pistol, because why not? And then on the table across from that pistol, you'll find your treasure number 6.
Anything related to Avery.
Starting from where we started before, you're going to go right instead of left.
But, you know, besides books, push-ups, smoking, trying to stay out of fights between rival gangs.
If you just hug the wall along here, you'll eventually come to a well in the ground.
Hey,
there it is.
That a well? Well, well, well.
Now grab your winch,
Hey,
because you're going to
what are you
need it.
doing?
Might come in handy.
You just drop down in here,
What have we
walk
here?
around. Make sure to stay on the inside of these two poles so you don't wrap around them. And you can hook yourself onto this guy.
Hey, Sully, throw the car in reverse.
I was very glad they got Sullivan to do it. I thought I was going to have to climb up there and reverse myself. And then you just hop across, climb your way up, and treasure number 7 located right up in that little alcove. There's also a journal note down here, so from where that treasure was, you can just hop down and head straight to the back of the room. There's a skeleton sitting up against a pole, and you'll find the journal note in his hand. There he is. Oh, right between his legs. Your next treasure is actually starting from the well, so we're going to stay on the right-hand side of the map. You're just going to hug this rock wall on your left and go up this ramp. You're going to want to swing it right here. Keep picking your way up through these rocks. Then just stay up against this wall on your right.
Ah, see that smoke?
Oh, shoreline, slow down.
You'll get into this grassy little valley here. Once you hit the cliff, take a left, and you'll see this area. Now there are enemies, so I edited it so the enemies just die quickly here. And there you go. They've magically all died. And if you just move to the right of this zone, you'll see there's a little area with a barrel beside it, just like the first treasure we found in this zone. You'll have to blow it open. And I realized I am ammo-less. I have nothing to shoot that barrel with. So I went to one of these magic dead guys. There we go.
Hey, look. Anything in that pit?
Check it out. Maybe there's
Once you're down the pit, you just gotta head to the back of the room. You can see it glowing there, and this is your 8th treasure.
That prince I'd smuggled out of Japan.
Starting again from the beginning
He
of
was
this
into
zone,
shoguns and such. Alcazar's
we're heading for the 9th
go-between.
treasure. Now this one is
Soft-spoken,
pretty
but
far.
intense, like you could explode
It's
and
right up at the
slice
top of that
propaganda.
hill off in the background, the one I'm aiming my truck right at right now.
I got my
But you're
money
gonna want to
if
go
they
left to
allow
get
it.
at it. You have to pick your way up the side of a cliff to get to it. So if you just
So,
stay left,
Fire walks into a
you'll eventually come to a
Here we
path
go.
here. You can see it running under these trees. It's flanked by those 2 stone towers.
Hey man, what's with the wheel? And the pirate says back, "Arr, he's driving."
So
me
now your
nuts."
objective is just to get to the top of the mountain that's on your left. So take the paths that lead you up
Let me
there.
leave you out here.
There will be a split in the road up here. I accidentally took the wrong one, but you'll see me back up and fix that mistake. Right here, make sure to go left. I go, nope.
Sorry, bump. Oh,
Looks like Shoreline found something. Go slow.
you got it.
And once you're up here, the treasure is in those little ruins.
Hey, knocking these over isn't bad luck, is it?
Don't think so. It's kind of rude.
1 sec.
Happy hunting.
And there it is, treasure number 9, sitting on top of a barrel. Now, starting from where we found that treasure, you can head straight down this cliff here. You don't have to be terribly careful. I don't think you can actually kill them, so
Hang on.
you can pretty much
Wants to
just
do
go
that
for it.
again. Oh,
Hang a quick little left, right up on this cliff here. And we'll come to another zone with a few more enemies in it that will magically die. Enemies. No enemies. Same thing as the second sigil. You're gonna hit the plunger on some dynamite.
stay put.
Hey, you see something?
And just head right in the big hole you left in that monument. And find yourself your 10th treasure in the back of the room. Moving on, this is at the end of this zone, so you'll actually hit that little ledge that you can't go back on. You'll pick your way under this cliff, and you'll find this tower. This is an unmissable area. It's part of the story, so as soon as you get here, get your journal entry from it. And then if you walk up here, you'll get both optional conversations. The first optional conversation is available here with your brother looking out over the town.
Holy shit, you can probably see all of Kings Bay from up here.
Yeah. Hey, look. There's the city.
And there's the river valley.
You can get that triangle.
Look at this.
And there it is. Optional conversation 1. After he's finished talking, you can just turn around, head to the other side of that pillar.
So, how are you doing?
And there it is, optional
Yeah,
conversation
still in
2.
one piece.
Both are in all in place. Now there's also a treasure at this guy. You just have to pick your way up the little tower here and find it at the top in the brazier. There it is. That's treasure 11.
Would appear we got here first.
Let's, check the
Once you
place
get to
out
this
and keep
drawbridge area, before the enemies show up,
What do you make of
you
the
can climb
drawbridge,
right up
Nathan?
into that tower.
A lot of place. But you don't put up a drawbridge unless you're trying to protect something.
Such as pirate treasure?
And there's your sigil for journal entry number 4.
Do you recognize this one?
I do, actually. And Bonnie.
After you get past that drawbridge area, the next place you'll come to is this extremely high tower, the one that's at the base of the volcano. After finding it, hook a left, and right back here, this little alcove, you'll find treasure number 12. And both the final treasures are after you let your brother in through this little gate.
And he's
Sam, wait up! Come on!
You can head to your left to find one behind a box. And then head to the opposite side of the room, blow open a crate, and you'll find the final one. That's all the collectibles for Chapter 10. Thanks for watching.